And now, our graduate speaker. Our graduate speaker today is Dakota DeFiore. She is a candidate for a Master of Fine Arts degree in English and Creative Writing. Dakota's academic advisor is Cornelia Nixon, Professor of English. Completing her Bachelor of Arts degree in English Writing Studies, Dakota graduated from Millersville University of Pennsylvania in 2008 with departmental honors for her research in narrative process and development. In her last 2 years at Mills College, she has been busy splitting her time equally between theory-based courses and creative writing workshops, as well as between craft and literature studies. By building an advanced foundation in multiple aspects of English, Dakota has been able to experiment creatively and pedagogically in the realms of creative and critical hybridity, as well as explore censorship of and in written works. These are just two of the many research and teaching interests she hopes to investigate in her time as an educator and writer. This spring, Dakota held the position of teaching assistant at the College of Alameda, where she worked closely with new college writers and helped them develop necessary writing skills to enter into the larger conversation within the writing world. After graduation, Dakota plans to teach writing in the Peralta Community College system here in the Bay Area. She hopes to support as many students as she can and keep learning how to enhance their experience and the world through writing. This summer, Dakota will continue working on her own writing and let life take her where she's destined to go next. Dakota's speech is entitled Beyond the Frame. Dakota, will you please come forward?
Hey, class of 2014, how you doing? All right, so I just wanted to start with telling you a little story. As everyone knows, I like to tell stories. So back in April, I dug out some old photo albums I brought with me across country. I hadn't opened them since my move in late August 2 years ago, and they had been busy collecting dust while I was busy writing my thesis and reading what seemed like the amount of novels in a commercial bookstore. At the time graduation was fast approaching, I wasn't ready, and I began to feel nostalgic, just as I had when my undergraduate experience came to a close, and just as I'm sure most of you have felt these last few weeks. But this time, I wasn't prepared and didn't yet have a plan for later. I needed to distract myself from the finality of a diploma being placed in my hand and life transition from graduate school to real world. Oh, real world. Not ready. So I opened one of the albums, and I landed by chance on the section with my school picture from kindergarten. I sported poofy bangs and long, loose curls hung down on my checkered red and white dress. It was quite the sight, let me tell you. But this wasn't what caught my attention. What caught my attention was the whole picture and caption together. The place where my grandmother scribbled a frame and wrote my name, followed by September 1995. On multiple occasions, I've been part of class discussions around the topic of the photograph, what we see in an image, what is omitted from the frame, how the caption plays a role in what it says. We learned it was capable of holding a sense of power and can act in many ways as a symbol or a secret keeper. But what I learned to recognize was that it also has the ability to reveal more about life in a single snapshot than a vivid moving picture would be able to portray over a period of time. Here in my pursed lip, no teeth smile was where I re-experienced all my time spent learning and growing and achieving, playing instruments and sports, working, driving those who cared for me crazy, and socializing with friends. It was done just simply by looking at this picture. This single portrait had played back how far I've come in academia over the last 19 years, my entire journey from toddler to teacher. And if that's not both powerful and beautiful, I'm not sure what is. Everyone knows it's impossible to change the past. Just like photographs, they are frozen in time and portray our lives as they once were. However, what we gain from looking back on these moments is able to change our present mindset about the here and now and of the future. This is what lies beyond the 4x6. This is a moment to be learned from. Maybe it's this gorgeous California sunshine, or the clouds, that has thawed my northeastern bones, but I now savor each second I've been given, inside and outside of the classroom, and never deny the opportunity for myself to experience or learn something new. I've discovered how to capture the beauty in each new moment by putting down my camera, my phone, my textbook, the novel I was writing until 4 a.m., amped up on pots of coffee and barely any sleep. I've learned to take it all in, slowly, the smells, the sights, the conversations and interactions happening right in front of my very eyes. Some may call this growing up, but I consider it growing old, adding another lesson to my palette of knowledge. I owe much of this development to Mills College, the people who worked tirelessly by my side to get me here, and those patient enough to see me through my transition, all of whom I realize will never stop encouraging me to succeed, both academically and in life. I thought physically being in school was the only place where my academic mind could wander and wander. It was the only space I had ever felt comfortable taking these intellectual risks. But as many of my professors and peers reassured me, this finality was never meant to signal the end of my education. It instead was my signal of continuation, lit up like Manhattan and screaming, "You have no boundaries." So from there, I grew excited, knowing I would soon be able to take it all with me after I walked across the stage and said goodbye. After our class of 2014 leaves here today, some will walk away first-time college graduates. Others will now hold master's degrees and higher certifications. But regardless of our differences, the beauty in the end of an experience is that you can capture and share it, just as we are now with each other. I look out and see all of you, and I know this is one of the many images that will come to mind in the future when I think back to my time spent here at Mills. I'll think about the friendships, the connections I have made to professors and colleagues. I will remember the classes which shook me up and made me recognize my thought process about everything. I thought I already knew, I had no idea, and I didn't even think I wanted to learn them. And I will never forget how beautiful and rewarding taking risks can be, and how I felt stumbling and succeeding. To everyone here today, thank you for being a part of my moment. To Mills College, thank you for providing us a space and filling it with brilliant minds and dedicated teachers, those who truly want us to grow and succeed. They are the ones who have pushed us to capture the beauty in books and theory by encouraging their application beyond the frame of the classroom. And to the class of 2014, if you've heard nothing else, just listen to this. I want you to never forget the true meaning and wonder that you'll find comes with each new experience. How you capture those moments are entirely up to you, but never let the image you've chosen to retain or the ability that it could teach or instill something in you, the opportunity to escape your learning. Hold on with your tightest grasp and enjoy life as you move forward. Remember to never doubt yourself, because your future self is already looking at this snapshot and has figured out how you've learned and can now see beyond the frame. Thank you.